Section 12.6 involves surface area of a cone. Now, a cone is like an ice cream cone, if you will. It has a circle base, and it comes up to a vertex. The lateral area, or the area around the outside of this cone without the base, see how I took the base out? Okay, that's the lateral area. The formula is pi r L, with L being your slant height. Of course, that's your radius. So in this particular situation, if the radius is equal to 4, and let's say the slant height is equal to 5, all I do is I plug it in. Now this is lateral area, so it's pi times 4 times 5, so I have 20 pi, which of course you can get a value for. 20 is going to give you approximately 62.8, and let's say these were centimeters, it would be centimeters squared. Now that's just the lateral area. Of course, that does not include the base. So that's like literally if you had an ice cream cone and you were talking about the area on the outside of that ice cream cone. Now, if you want to include the area of the base as well, so now I've put the bottom on this cone, I have to do the lateral area plus the area of the base. And of course the base is a circle. So here's the formula for finding the area of the circle. So if I have that the radius is 3, the height of this is 4, I'm going to have to find the lateral area. This right here is a right triangle. So I'm going to do Pythagorean theorem here. 3 squared plus 4 squared is going to give me the slant height, or the lateral height, squared. So I have 9 plus 16 is equal to the slant height squared. 25 is equal to the slant height, or basically your lateral or your slant height is 5. So now I'm just plugging in. So I have pi, the radius is 3, the slant height is 5, and the area of the base is pi, and then 3 squared, because that's your radius. So here I have 15 pi plus 9 pi. So that's going to give me, if you will, if I do it by hand, 24 pi. And your value of that is approximately 75.4 units squared if I don't have units given. So it's a very simplistic formula. Okay, so let's do a few examples of it. Okay, this time I have the radius and I have the slant height. I don't know the perpendicular or the height of the cone, but I don't need it. So remember, your total surface area is going to be your slant height, which is pi r L, plus the area of the base, which is pi r squared, because the base is a circle. So I'm filling in here. The radius is 1.4. The slant height is 3.2. And then I go back with the area of the base. So I have 1.4 squared. So if I put this all in my calculator. Now if you do this all in your calculator, this part right here would need to be in parentheses. Pi times 1.4 times 3.2. I tend to do it in two sections. So I'll do the first part first, and I'll get a value for that, which is approximately 14.1. And then I'll do the second part. 1.4 squared times pi is going to give me 6.2. Now those are both rounded off. So that's going to give me approximately 20.3 centimeters squared as my total surface area for that cone. Okay, so here might be a word problem that concerns a cone. It says a sugar cone has an altitude. Now that's that vertical line, so if I stuck like a pencil, well, I can do it through that. Okay, so if I stuck a pencil right there, that's that vertical line down is your altitude. Okay, so the altitude is 8 inches. The diameter of the cone is 2.5. Now, that means that I have to find my slant height. So I'm just finding, look what it says, the lateral area. Make sure you're paying attention to what they're asking you for. So I have pi RL. I know what the R is. The R is going to be a 1.25 because it's half of the 2.5. But I have to find this slant height. So I'm going to go 1.25 squared plus 8 squared, because see this right triangle right here, is equal to the lateral height squared. So I have 1.25 squared plus 8 squared. So I have 65.6 is equal to the lateral slant squared. So I'm going to take the square root of it, and I'm going to get an 8.1. Round it off. So then I'm going to put this right here for the slant height. So this slant height right here is 8.1. So I have pi times 1.25 times 8.1, and I'm going to get a lateral area of 31.8 inches squared. It truly is just applying the formula. All right, your homework on this is page 668 through 669, 7 through 23 all.